Coming up on Mountain News this morning, another earthquake has hit southern Kentucky, the third in just a few days.
And we take you to Letcher County, where steps are being taken to open up an airport to hopefully bring more opportunities to the region.
Plus, have you ever wanted to live in a castle? Well, now is the chance for one buyer as one for sale's landmark goes back on the market.
Dedicated to eastern and southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
And good morning. It is 6:02 on this Thursday. I'm Will Puckett.
And I'm Madison Program.
Well, thank you for tuning into Mountain News this morning. And Madison, warmer today than it was yesterday, but the weekend,
not looking so hot.
No, not looking hot. Unless you're doing stuff inside, then it might be a great weekend to clean the house. Let's bring Brandon in. And Brandon, what exactly should we expect through Thursday?
Wait a minute. Let's back up a second. Are you saying that you need to clean your house? Is that what you're kind of trying to tell us here subconsciously?
Yeah, but we're not. But look, I live with two other dudes. It's their opportunity to clean along with me.
All right. Yeah, it would be a good weekend to do some things inside and, get out there and enjoy it anyway, especially if there's not as much moisture. That's what we're trying to track this weekend as we continue to watch that forecast evolving quickly. And again, it's basically if there's going to be moisture or not. So we'll talk more about that in a little bit. Let's talk about current conditions first. We get into the camera network, WYMT studios, and things are quiet this morning. Warmer, much warmer than it was this time yesterday morning. 41 in Wise, 29 Irvin and Ashland at 28, 30 Somerset, 31 London, pair of 33s. Jackson and Hazard. Pikeville is at 35 and Williamsburg at 36. So let's go between a normal day and a little extra on the coffee meter depending on where you are this morning. 50 is our forecast high. We'll see some late rain chances, and when I say late, I mean after 7 o'clock, but cloudy skies will be the dominant thing that you'll see for most of the day. We'll have the extended forecast in just a little bit. Will?
All righty, Brandon, thank you. The KCEOC Community Action Partnership in Knox County is asking for help to fund their senior citizens program.
WYMT's Hannah Reynolds talked to people who come every day that say many depend on their services.
Nearly 30 people a day walk through KCEOC's Senior Citizen Center doors.
So we want people to come here, and I always tell them, this is your center. We would not be here without you.
A meal that some would struggle to get outside their doors. Those numbers do not even count the additional 20 or more delivered each day to those not able to get out of their homes. Their needs, not just physical.
We have one guy just left a minute ago. He has got Alzheimer's, but he knows his way to the Senior Citizen Center, the fellowship, and getting out of the house, out front of the TV is a big part of it.
The limited budget they have now jeopardizes their ability to see a long future ahead for the center.
To put it bluntly, we need cash donations. We are pretty much in the hole around $2,500 a month as far as administrative costs.
The programs many see as invaluable.
It has become a family. It is a place where we have joy. When you come in and people show up and everybody smiles, you know you've hit something really important.
With the help of donations made to KCEOC, they can keep those smiles on faces and foods on the tables for many years to come. In Knox County, Hannah Reynolds, WYMT Mountain News.
Now, if you would like to donate, you can make checks payable to the KCEOC Community Action Partnership and take them to the Knox County location at the main office in Gray.
Well, it's as simple as picking up the phone. Bluegrass Care Navigators in Hazard is looking for care callers, people who call patients to check and make sure they are okay and they do not need anything. Kelly Callahan says it is a good opportunity for many people.
Really, anybody can do this job. It's super easy. Great for people who maybe are not wanting to go out to patient homes, but who still want to have that contact with patients.
Care callers come in on Thursday mornings and trainings are offered. If you are interested, we have how to apply on our website over at WYMT.com.
And Letcher County is now one big step closer to getting an airport, and the airport board repurchased 600 acres of land to add to the 75 acres it already owns.
WYMT's Katie Cook has more on how the airport could benefit the community.
It's been several years since a plane could land in Letcher County. This is video of the old runway.
People that make decisions on hiring people, jobs, new companies, they don't really like driving 3 and 4 hours to get to a place.
And that is one of the reasons why a new airport is in the making.
The benefits of Letcher County Airport, once we get it completed and finished, would be mostly around the economic development.
And one man from Letcher County agrees.
When you got planes that can land, you're bringing businesses in to see what's here.
Now I'm standing here in front of the Double Quick in the Isom area of Letcher County. But if you take a look at the mountain range above the Double Quick, I'm told that over these mountains is where the airport is going to go.
Our big challenge has been getting our property, getting ownership of our property.
But with 600 new acres, DePriest says the airport is well on its way.
We've been at this project over 10 years, and we feel really good and excited about where we are now.
Hoping for it to be up and running in the next 5 years. In Letcher County, Katie Cook, WYMT Mountain News.
Letcher County is paired with the Federal Aviation Administration to help get the airport built. The FAA estimates the total cost of the project to be $20 to $30 million.
And the third earthquake has hit southern Kentucky in the past few days. A 2.4 magnitude quake happened around 4:46 Tuesday afternoon. It was centered around 2 miles north of Newcastle, Tennessee, and likely was not felt. And that's close to the epicenter of a 3.8 magnitude quake that shook parts of southern Kentucky and northern Tennessee Monday. The first quake is in the series of tremors was on Sunday and measured as a 2.8.
Rescue crews were called out to Whitley County to rescue an injured hiker yesterday. The London Laurel County Rescue Squad shared these photos to Facebook. They say they were called out to the Nose Dock area to rescue the injured person. Once they found them, they were able to bring the patient up a river using a boat.
And a shortage of EMTs across the country led AMR Lifeguard to look into a solution. And in the fall, they started the Earn to Learn program.
Paying for people to go to school to become EMT certified and guaranteed a job. WYMT's Emily Bennett attended the first graduation ceremony last night and talked to one EMT about what this opportunity means to him.
After years in the Air Force,
definitely groomed me for beyond an EMT.
And 15 years in the oil industry.
Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad.
Colby Blanton was first in line when he heard of AMR Lifeguard's Earn to Learn program.
I was like, jumping up and down like a school kid with my hand in the air. Ooh, pick me,
A program that pays for EMT schooling, trying to fix a shortage of EMTs, especially in eastern Kentucky.
Nationally registered emergency medical technician, Colby Blanton.
It's not a silver bullet, it's not going to fix everything, and it's not a quick fix, because these students have been in class for 3 to 4 months.
Blanton says the training is hard.
This isn't for everybody, just like the military, just like the oil field. You only last so long, and the weak get weeded out, and obviously the strong survive.
He passed his state exams and is now working in Prestonsburg.
I'm blessed and very thankful.
But this job is just a stepping stone.
I might be the oldest guy in class, but I'm a big dreamer, and I'm not going to stop until I become a flight paramedic.
Knowing with hard work, the sky's the limit.
Again, that was Emily Bennett reporting. AMR Lifeguard has an Earn to Learn program in Lexington as well. They plan to start another class this spring.
And Lexington police made an unusual rescue this week. An officer had to help a deer trapped in a swimming pool. It happened Monday morning at a home on Crawley Lane. Police posted this body cam video on social media yesterday. You can see an officer actually pulling the deer out of the pool. The deer ran off seemingly uninjured and probably happy to get out of that cold water.
The Kentucky Castle is back on the market. We do not know the asking price of the for sale's landmark. However, a listing for the castle says it is a, quote, call for offers process. The castle was last sold in 2017 to a group of investors, including 2 UK doctors, for $8.7 million. The property is listed through Silvestri Real Estate on LoopNet.com. The realtors have set up multiple property tour dates through the next 3 months.
And the $80 million project to renovate the historic Galt House Hotel in downtown Louisville is more than halfway finished. Right now, the renovation is 65% complete, and about half the 1,200 guest rooms have been made over. The other half will be finished by the end of summer. Walker's Exchange Restaurant and Jockey Silks Bar have already opened, and Swizzle Restaurant is set to open in the West Tower this spring.
Cloud cover around this morning, but that's some actual good news because it's keeping some of the heat we had yesterday, which was not a lot, in place this morning. Let's take a look at the clouds, and they have really thickened up in the afternoon and overnight hours from yesterday, but the temperatures reflect that this morning. 41 in Wise, 33 Jackson Hazard, 35 Pikeville, 34 Harlan, 31 London, 29 Irvin, and 28 in Ashland. But compared to where we were this time yesterday, that's a heat wave. Today, though, we'll see mostly cloudy skies. Rain chances start to come in late this evening, 7 o'clock and afterwards. And tomorrow and Saturday, those possibilities for soggy conditions continue. Maybe some snow chances overnight Friday and Saturday. We'll keep you posted on that as we get a little bit closer. Will?
All righty, Brandon, thank you. And thank you for joining us on Mountain News this morning.
More news is on the way. Coming up, history was made in Greece this week with the country's most recent political elections.
And tragedy in Australia as multiple American firefighters were killed while trying to contain the flames.